How you doing, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all well this evening. Um, just wanted to touch base back on MCO2 Moss Carbon Credit. It's been 4 hours since my last video, but I've just made an amendment to the chart and I'd like to show you where that has stemmed from. So essentially I've put in this little rectangular channel, if you will, which essentially when we're stuck below it or in it, we tend to move lower. As you can see, we had significant issues getting into or getting out of once we were in over a period of 2 weeks, and then we essentially tailed off right back and made our low. From there, giant giga candle, which is probably where everyone then realized that Moss Carbon existed, because it was like, wow, 360% move over 2 days. And then from there, from that move, we tailed right back to the 786 and we've just started going again. So essentially this pattern here plays out, and I'm going to jump to the hourly and show you in a second. But if we're below this channel and struggling to get in, more than likely we're going to move lower. When we're within it, if we can't break above, we tend to then either consolidate for a short period of time and fall below, or we move. So essentially it's a very important bit of info here, that if we're in it and not moving higher, then we're going to move lower. And at the moment we've been dancing around within this channel for the best part of the day. So circa 4 hours ago, well, about 6 hours ago now, I made a prediction that we were either going to move north or south, and we haven't really done either. We have just consolidated in the middle. So if I jump back to the minute and I'll refresh the screen, and I'll take us back to my prediction. Essentially we had just had a period where we jumped in, broken through this significant support, been rejected again, and then we had a strong consolidation period, move above, and then consolidation above. From there, I did expect us to launch, but what happened was we had a little swing. We held support, back tested again, quite strong back test there, and we held it, which was great. So we began our leg higher. We had some significant resistance breaking above 1445, and since then we've tailed back below, back tested the support and resistance at 1313, and we've teetered along that line, and that's pretty much where we've been within this significant channel, which dates back, a couple of weeks or more. And we are, as I say, this is the minute, we are live. And we're consolidating just above the 1319 area, and this is it. I just wanted to just keep you guys updated that I believe this thing is accumulating volume and will launch. I'm quite firm in my positive that this thing is going to go, and it will go probably within the next 3 or 4 hours. But if we do tail off and lose the support at 1218, then we're probably going to move back for a bounce at 1112, and if we lose that, we're going to move lower. Not a pretty thing to say, but I have to give the honest advice that not everything is always going to go to the moon. There are a lot of people on YouTube that advise, oh yeah, this thing's going, or they'll chart it and cover it as it's going. You come to me because I'm the transparent guy. I'll give you the honest, the good and the bad. So what I would like to see over the next few hours is a little bit more consolidation and a launch. I think we're going to meet some resistance at the 14, just purely because it is such a significant area. But I think we'll break through. If we have a period of consolidation around this area and then break through, I think we will break through once we go, and then from here we're going to start leveling up, and I'm going to say realistically up to 18, but I'm going to only draw it to 16, just because we've not seen the level of gains from the previous move in this one. There's clearly less volume within the token, but again, if retail grabs it, this thing could take off. So I'm going to be quite conservative and just say about 1650 is a realistic zone to get to. That's all green, that's all good, that's what I expect to play out. We're going to have probably, we could launch from here, but you know, if we don't, that's kind of like the slow version of moving up. If we lose the support, we're gonna see it short and sharp, straight back to 12.17. We might have a small bounce and a little bit of consolidation. I doubt if we're going to move any higher. If we are going to move lower, I would expect that we won't come back up for a retest of 13.16, considering how long we've been at this area. So from here, I expect that consolidation to then move in a downward trajectory. We probably would tail off back to 11.10, where we'd either have a move higher and come back in. If we get rejected, I think that's all she wrote for this move, and we'd probably come back to about the 860 zone where the move began. We could stop higher than there, but realistically that's what could play out. So this will be the last video I make for today on this token, and essentially as long as we're holding this channel, we're in a good position to move higher. Yeah. So the more I look at it, the more this looks like a more drawn out affair than probably what could happen. I'd say for the downside, that's an accurate drawing. I think if we're going to move lower, it will look like that. But if we're going to move higher, realistically, I think from this sort of area, we probably have a launch. And as you can see from, I'll just scroll back to the minute where we were trying to break free here. We did catch the rejection. We had a few minutes of consolidation and attempts to break higher, pull back, swung again, and it really didn't want to go. So I'm going to just put a little blue line in here because I'm going to say that this here does appear to be our significant resistance at 1450, and if we can break above that, we'll probably consolidate for a period. But if we can get above 15.2, we'll call that a moon line. So that's the advice, guys. That's the TA on this one. We have got a significant resistance afoot, and it is at 1450. So if we can break above that, then we'll have a moon line shortly after we break above 15. But for now, fingers crossed, we get out of this channel in the upward direction and break 1450. Best of luck, not financial advice. Please remember to like and subscribe. Keep all comments polite and positive, and I'll see you on the next one. Best of luck, take care.